forgot my glasses.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Damn it.
You did.
I did. But oh well. We're here again on the road for another David Gordon Green movie. He's the only guy that we'll do on the roads for.
Yep. Passing JJ's world famous liquor store.
Yeah. JJ's and fucking Betsy Lane. The Velo Shitty Market over there.
That's one of the worst grocery stores ever. It really is.
You
No
get,
offense
you get good meat in there.
to the Velocity Market, but good lord.
You know all about packing the meat, right?
Why don't you fucking shut up on me?
Hey,
God.
here's a funny story though, right? Because last time we did Dead Pit on the Road was 2 years ago for David Gordon Green's Halloween Kills, right?
Yeah.
So you had Halloween Kills.
Yeah, we didn't even bother to go see Halloween Ends.
No, I don't know what happened. I think we were going to, but did you get COVID or something?
I probably did. I've had COVID about 9 times.
Something happened. We couldn't do it. But we're back at it again. David Gordon Green is going to fucking make us suffer some more in the theater. Are you excited? Exorcist, The Believer. I'm a believer.
I don't think excited is the word I would use for this, but I'm interested. I'm curious to see what the hell he's going to do here.
I'm excited to see if Linda Blair's going to be on there.
Well, she'll be in it. One way or another, she'll be in it.
Early reviews are coming out and they're not good. And that's not really a big surprise to me or you.
I mean, I think that I saw something where it's got like 20% on like Rotten Tomatoes right now. And you know, you can't really take Rotten Tomatoes for anything anymore, but I haven't heard one single person say anything good about it.
Yeah, there's been some early screenings. I saw some people post something on the Discord, the Patreon Discord, that they can't wait to hear what we say about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited just because of that. Because the worse it is, the better the video's going to be, usually, right?
That's true. And, you know, I'm a huge William Friedkin fan, and I'm a huge fan of The Exorcist, so, I mean, I can only imagine what this is going to be like. I
was looking up, like, Exorcist, the beginning, almost 20 years ago. I was, like, curious how that did. And it made a profit at the box office. Yeah. Really? Like, it made a lot more money in Europe, but it still made a profit here in the U.S.
People must have been fooled for a brief period of time thinking it would be killed.
Yeah, 2004, Stella Skarsgård. Stella got her groove back. Skarsgård, right?
Yeah.
He was in that playing a very young Father Mirren.
I don't remember anything about that, but you could tell me it was about anything, and I would agree with you. Because I have no idea, though.
It's about pure shit.
I tried to watch it one time, and I think I fell asleep.
You know it's bad if they fucking have Rennie Harlan do a recut of it and release it.
Rennie Harlan's the lifesaver, though. He's the fixer. He goes in there. He didn't fix that one, but he tried.
No. I don't even think I ever saw the cut of Exorcist Dominion or whatever the hell it is. Which, that was the original cut. The beginning is the Rennie Harlan cut.
Yeah.
Dark Baptism, boys, from Fallsburg.
Have you heard about that? Yeah.
People are raising hell because it's called baptism.
I swear there's a big controversy around here right now because there's this local like haunted house that's calling their new house like Dark Baptism, and people are losing their minds. Like,
oh, how dare they? That's sacrilegious. That's bullshit. Don't like that. They use the words baptism.
You know, they probably should have seen that coming. You know?
Probably.
Probably wouldn't have used baptism in any form around here.
Yeah, they could have just called it Dark Killings or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd been fine. I'm gonna kill you.
They could have called it Dark Dreamers.
The Weekend of the Dark Dreamers in Fallsburg, Virginia, with Stanley Weatter.
That gotta be the host.
Are you a fucking dark dreamer, Uncle Will?
Dreaming darkly.
Anyway, we're going up to Pikeville. They're doing a kind of an early screening so we can get this review in. You know, be trendy as fuck. That's kind of what we like to do. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Yeah, it's supposed to rain all damn day, but it didn't until just now.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna what are we going to do? We're going to wait until we get to the theater. Yeah. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah. And see how crowded it is. And we'll see all that there, by God. Downtown Domino's. Domino's. You like Domino's?
No, not really.
I like Domino's. I'm like the only person I know that fucking likes Domino's.
Let me tell you something about Domino's, though. Me and Savannah ate that shit for probably like a whole year, almost every day. And I just fucking can never eat it.
How? God, oh, is that when she was living up here?
Yeah, that's when she was up here. And I just got burnt out on it and can't ever fucking eat it anymore.
I like them damn garlic knots or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
That shit's good. That's the only Domino's that's up here, like in Eastern Kentucky at all.
Anywhere around, really, Eastern Kentucky. I don't know why they picked right down here, but whatever.
Back it. Well, they can make a killing at Hillbilly Days. Because this is like Hillbilly Days hub right here. It's where all the inbred kids go and ride the rides.
I don't know. I never see people going down here. Like, there might be a few people here.
What are they going to go see?
Exorcist, buddy. Never mind.
Oh, this place is...
Never mind.
This place is damn packed.
It's fucking...
You know, we haven't really focused a whole lot on the theater. Looked like a fucking Crayola factory puked all over it since last...
I don't know why they did that, man.
That's uglier than shit, isn't it?
Ridiculous looking shit ever.
So we are a little bit early, but they had a 5 o'clock showing.
I'm park right next to this guy.
Yeah, they had a 5 o'clock showing.
This one.
And, yeah.
Where we going?
Yeah. So we're here at the theater.
We're here to see this piece of shit. Let's do this.
Final thoughts, boy. Final thoughts. Uncle Bill's final thought.
I'm not going to be no damn believer. I'm going to be a deceiver.
Oh. That dude right there is like, God damn it, what the fuck are they filming? He's been working on a railroad all the goddamn day. He had to fuck with us filming shit too. He's like, fuck it, I'm spitting on the ground. Oh my God.
I can turn the whole thing on over here. Hold on.
Turn the whole damn thing on. Well, we've got to be professional with this. Going all the way live here. DEADPIT On The Road post Exorcist. I'm a believer. I ain't gonna give up. I'm gonna keep believing.
I'm back. Oh, shit. Right. You better move.
Spoiler. That really spoiled anything, though.
No, not really.
Not really.
So, you haven't really said much. I've said a lot more than you have about my opinion about this movie. So, what are your thoughts?
Boring as fuck. That was the big thing with me. It was just fucking boring. Now, well, it's what, an hour and 50 minutes technically, right?
Yeah.
What the business doesn't pick up in it until what? Maybe like there's. I mean, does it ever pick up in it? Maybe the last 10, 15 minutes of the entire movie, and the rest of it's like a drama.
It's just a big fucking mess, man. Like, I can't even tell what they were trying to do.
Well, this is part one of a trilogy, too. Somehow.
I'm really looking forward to the second one. It's a mess just like Halloween Kills was, really, where you just go through the movie and you can't tell, like, what the fuck were they even, like, going for here?
Well, it's one of those deals, too, like, Universal funded 3 movies for David Gordon Green. So, $400 million franchise to do a new trilogy. I mean, money is really the purpose. Like, there was obviously really not a story to it. What was it? Like, you think it was like an anti-abortion type message they were trying to go for there? Let's talk about the story, though.
So,
or what? Well,
the first Exorcist, you know, the original Exorcist, the only Exorcist, really. Like, the whole thing about that movie was just the mystery of faith, you know, and how, like, faith in the presentation of faith, like, brought those people through all that situation.
Gotta have faith.
So it had a really good theme, and it really, like, set up the characters well. In this fucking movie, you get to see, like, the main characters that get possessed, you see the one girl for maybe 2 minutes, and then the other girl maybe 5 minutes, and then they're like off in the woods somewhere, and they get possessed and come back.
Yeah, there's a backstory where the African American father, we'll just call him Hammer.
Yeah, because you.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him, because he does remind me of 1989 MC Hammer. So you're following them like 13 years earlier when what's her name, Laura? I don't know what the hell was that character's name. Her mother.
The mother, I don't even remember.
Passes away from like an earthquake or something.
Cause of death, earthquake.
Well, there's damage there, and she's like almost fully termed out pregnancy or whatever, and the father, he's like, you have to choose. The doctor's like, oh, you have to choose between the mother or the baby.
I got to choose. Who's your baby? Got to choose. What a silly fucking thing to even start a movie with.
So then you immediately fast forward 13 years later. Young girl now, Rosemary Jaretta, second coming of hers, a little girl, curious about her mother, you know, good kid and everything. And then her and her friend, the white girl, there's a white girl and there's an African American girl in this. They kind of sneak off together and go play in the woods and get captured by the Blair Witch. I'm just kind of,
that could have been it. Yeah, I mean,
the Blair Witch takes them, and they're gone for 3 days. And then they harken back to like whenever Christ was resurrected was 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
So 3 days later, they're different. They've changed forever.
They've gone.
The body in the blood.
They've gone to hell, just like Sam Neill and Event Horizon. Except I was watching.
Sam Neill really should. I'm just kidding. I like you, Sam Neill. You piece of trash. You piece of Australian trash.
I would watch Event Horizon like 5 times in a row.
This on the web.
I don't care about that.
Fuck you. So going forward, they start progressively getting more and more like squibs in their head, basically, to the point where they look like the fucking werewolf in The Howling. Basically, both of them.
I thought one of them looked like a damn deadite. Like both these little girls have like not even 5 heads. I would say 6 heads.
Yeah.
Right. Totally like the white girl when she's possessed. She's got Ronnie James Dio hairdo going on.
Right.
Totally. Where'd they find these little girls with fucking gigantic foreheads? Was that part of the...
That was part of the casting process, yeah. But, and so it gets to the point where, and this is probably the worst part of the movie, is the middle of the movie, because like, the dude who's the father doesn't believe in God because of whatever, but they don't really explore that whatsoever. Like, they just mention it one time in passing. And then he reads a book that one of the nurses from the hospital his daughter's in gives him, and it's a book by Chris McNeil, and he just absolutely believes after reading that book that his daughter
Oh my God.
So she shows up, and she's 100 years old, could barely move or talk. I'm not even exaggerating either. Like, that's some of the weirdest line readings, and you know they have to do it.
Aaron McCain.
She's like,
Aaron McCain. I know who you are. You know who I am. Goddamn position. You fucking prick.
goddamn position. That'd be killed.
You son of a bitch in a position. Let me tell you something, position, you fucking cocksucker. I've gotten rid of you before, and I can do it again. Position.
Well, then, like, with almost immediately, something, I'm not going to spoil it, I kind of mentioned it. Something happens with Chris McNeil character, and she's like,
Oh my God.
I laughed out loud just because, number one, that they would do that. But number two, I thought, like, okay, they just did that to get her, like, out of there. Because I thought that was going to be the last time you ever saw her. Because she's so old, there's no way in hell she can keep, like, doing that.
Somebody said that they filmed all that stuff with her already.
So all 3 movies are done, then, I guess, with her, right?
I don't believe that, though, because you would have to plan ahead, and I don't think David Gordon Green is known for planning ahead.
No. Anyway, something really stupid happens, and, like, it's ridiculous. And an awful thing, that's one thing that I will give him. Like, he just loves to do awful things to reoccurring characters, like legacy characters in these fucking movies that he does. But, so that happens, and then yada, 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 like, a bunch of other crap starts happening with the other family, and they start to realize that, because they're big Christians, and they're like realizing that.
Yeah, one of them's a country singer, actually. She's like, Jennifer Needles, boss. I sang music for Sugarland. What the hell Sugarland sang anyway, do you know?
Sugarland Express.
I could ask Sarah if she was here. She definitely wanted to be here. I feel sorry. I feel bad now.
Should, but it's awful.
I want to go see the Exorcist. That's like my top 5 movies of all time.
I bet she wouldn't feel bad if she was fucking here and watching it.
Probably not.
She'd probably be like, God damn it, would you?
So, anyway, they put this all-star team together. We'll call them the Dream Team. Right.
It's like the Exorcist Avengers. They assemble them all.
Yeah, so one of the neighbors, which is also a nurse, she also wanted to be a nun, but she got Peter before she got, nunitized or whatever you call it.
Before she got Paul.
She got Peter before she got Paul. There you go.
Right.
And she couldn't become a nun because, she's pregnant and all that. But she's a strong Christian believer or Catholic or whatever. Catholics and Christians the same thing or different?
Are you fucking shitting me? You don't know that. Yeah, they're the same thing.
That's what I was thinking. This movie's dog shit, though, man. Like, there's no purpose for this movie to exist, let alone 2 more movies that's supposedly going to continue what do you continue here? I mean, I don't want to give the movie away for people because it is brand spanking new, but yeah. What kind of story can you continue? Obviously,
you know what they're going to continue, but, like, we can't say it.
Right. I don't want to give, like, there is something pretty huge, and I'm sure it's going to be all over the internet soon. Yeah. And we may do, like, a stream on it or something. Oh, God.
Stop this shit.
Test your brakes out, bulls. But, man, David Gordon Green, Lord
I think
God.
that, like, this may be worse to me than Halloween Ends. I think it was a even less enjoyable experience to watch this than Halloween Ends. And I thought that would never really be taught.
Well, we kind of had fun with it. I mean, we had so much fun. We were laughing so hard that these fuckers behind us got mad and just moved.
They got up and laughed because we were making fun of the movie so much.
And I was like, I didn't think we were that damn loud making fun of it, really.
We weren't, but then people just clearly didn't have a sense of humor. They were really in there to watch that movie.
I won't be scared by possession, motherfucker.
Like, if you got scared by that movie, you don't need to be like watching movies anyway. Yeah. But the final, like, 20 minutes of that movie were a disgrace to anything that happened in The Exorcist, like, the original at all. Because none of it was...
There was some CGI bullshit, too, thrown in there. Where they were, like, vaping and shit like that. Like, oh, it's some sort of spiritual vape. It's going, oh, it's not over with yet, but it's starting. It's beginning.
And they never call back to that either. So there's a woman in there that's like I don't want to say she's like a voodoo priestess or something, but she's like, she believes in, white magic kind of stuff. And so
that's the one that looked like the Fresh Prince's mom, right?
Yeah. And so she does some sort of thing, and she's like, and it causes this vapor to come out of him, and then she's like, all right, well, that's a start. And they never say anything else about that again. Nothing ever comes of that. And then, like, the regular priests and things come in there, and they're trying to exorcise them, and that shit ain't working. Which really, doesn't that defeat the purpose of the whole fucking movie? Like, the whole point of The Exorcist was that, like, depending on how you looked at it, either good one or evil one, but there was a battle between those two things. In this one, they're just like, the two kids are just like, you have to choose which one of us lives or which one of us dies.
Right.
And that was the whole, like, end.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like,
I thought like all the characters really in this whole movie was generic as fuck.
Yeah, that was probably the worst part of the movie.
Really just throwaway characters. There's a fucking preacher in there. There's a priest you don't give a fuck about.
He's only in it for like 2 minutes. You don't even know who the fuck he is.
The nurse.
Like, yeah, they spent the whole movie, like a whole half of the movie in the original Exorcist, like going through the priest and his backstory, and like you get to meet him and know. In this, you see the priest maybe a whole 2 minutes the entire movie. Hammer
is the only like kind of central character in the whole movie. The rest of them just feel like total throwaways.
It doesn't make any sense either, because the nurse just happened to be there, like taking care of one of the kids, and then she wants to get involved, and she's a horrible actress, by the way. Like, who the fuck it is?
Yeah, she's been in. Wasn't she in one of those Halloween movies too?
Yeah, I feel like she was. Yeah,
I think so.
And then you got the voodoo priestess lady who was in it for maybe 2 minutes, and she doesn't.
Well, she's got some acting chops though. She was in the Fresh Prince back in the days.
And you got the family of the other girl. And they're okay. I guess like out of everybody, like they are the most, like, besides...
You putting Jennifer Nettles over?
Yeah, I mean, they're the most fleshed out character.
Yeah, she's trying to become a serious actress.
You got some Pentecostal dude that shows up for like 30... You remember that guy? Like,
yeah,
I'd forgotten he was
preacher.
even in that last scene.
Yeah.
And he's like...
It's ridiculous, boy. Ridiculous.
What the hell, man?
Here's the thing, too. Don't listen... I'm sure there's people that's going to come out of the woodwork. Maybe not very many, because, damn, there's not much to like in this movie, really.
I couldn't tell you one thing.
I mean, the parts I got a kick out of was Ellen Burstyn, just because she's so goddamn old, and, like, they probably paid her a ginormous amount of money. They had to, yeah. So I don't blame her for doing it. But, I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, the scenes with her in it is probably the most entertaining shit, but not for the right reasons, just because she's like 137 years old.
Yeah, just kind of watching her walk through the house is kind of amusing, because she can barely walk. I mean, it's but
the fucking scene, I'm not going to tell you what it was, but the scene with her being attacked by one of the girls is fucking hilarious. Like, that's the way they filmed that and shit. I just fucking love that. But anyway, anything else you wanted to mention on here?
So, for the first hour and a half of that movie, I was like, there are going to be people, I was sitting there thinking this, there are going to be people that defend this movie just like Halloween Ends and stuff like that, right? Even though everybody knows it's trash, there's going to be some people that just want to do that for whatever reason. But then when I saw the actual exorcism scene and that played through, I was like, there can't be many people defend this. Like, just like a small percentage of people that are like either insane or just want to.
The problem too is, damn window.
What'd you do?
The problem too is like exorcism movies have been done to death. Like, what can you really do now that hasn't been done in those? Like, that's not a deep genre really, where like most of them just ripped off the original Exorcist.
Yeah.
And that's all this really did. But
yeah,
this time it's two girls.
Yeah, that's all they did. They were like, we're going to remake The Exorcist, right? But this time there'll be two of them. I mean, that was a pitch meeting. It'll be two. It'll be twice The Exorcist.
Brilliant, Gerald. Brilliant.
God damn, they're going great. Okay.
Brilliant, Gerald with a J. Anyway.
So, to recap, horrible characters, no story, really no, like, no effects per se. Like, there's a couple of scenes, like maybe two, that have any kind of like bearing on the story effects wise.
How many deaths are actually in the movie? There's really nothing.
There's one death in the movie.
Yeah, there's nothing like.
Well, two if you include the wife. That don't have anything to do with it.
You don't really, feel like there's any real danger to anybody in there. I mean, I didn't at least. So, but yeah, and again. All you motherfuckers, all 13,000 of you motherfuckers that said, oh, you're bitching about the movie. before you even say it. Well, I've seen it. God damn it, and I'm right again. So eat my ass.
I wish there's one thing I could say, but I can't because it'll give away the big plot.
We'll do a live stream discussion of this at some point in detail with spoilers.
Here's my final thoughts on this movie. If I was David Gordon Green, I would never show my face in public again. I would just be like, I would apologize immediately, say that I had taken some bad drugs or something, and just like fucking go away. Because it really is that bad. Like, it is the worst of the worst, really.
It's shit dipped in shit and sprinkled with more shit.
Yeah.
Dried shit.
Confetti of shit, yeah.
So that is it for this On The Road episode, boss. We hope everybody has a happy Halloween. But there's another holiday coming up, ain't there, Uncle Bill? And there's a movie related around the holiday coming up.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even think about that, but that's true. That's coming up soon.
Yeah. So we'll see for the, possibly the Dead Pit on the Road too.
Friday the 13th, we gonna do that?
Yeah, Friday the 13th. There's a new Friday the 13th.
Let's go see it.
Catch you guys next time over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPitOnPatreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.